And lots to talk about today. We've got a couple of isolated thunderstorms, some showers, and a storm just off the coast. Not going to move a whole lot. This is a time-lapse Olympia. You can see all the dark clouds off in the distance, sometimes producing some heavy rain. Paulsbo, boy, we just had a shower that was just right there. It's now falling apart, but you can see the dark clouds off in the distance as well. We're going to zip around the radar. We'll start in the southwest corner of the state where we've got some heavy rain coming down. This specific area has been hit hard for at least an hour, maybe a little bit longer. Raymond, you're just on the side of that. Most of this is moving up to the north. Elma's been getting hit pretty hard. Aberdeen's just missing the heavier stuff. You can see lightning strikes as well, close to Cle Elum. A lot of that tracking up to the north, right through the foothills. So we're watching for some of these thunderstorms to produce some heavy downpours, brief as they are, as well as some gusty winds as it releases all of that energy as well. More scattered showers and thunderstorms right over the Olympic range as well. A lot of it toward Crescent, right over Port Angeles, Discovery Bay, over to Quilcene. You've got some just to your south. So if you don't have the rain just yet, it's headed your direction here as well. Over to the Kitsap Peninsula, we've got some light scattered showers, but most of it is just mostly clouds, some close to Gig Harbor. Look at all this, all just firing off right over the crest of the Cascade Range. And so we're seeing a lot of this produce some heavy rain, especially where you see those shades of red. Boy, that is coming down hard. I think we're going to do this again tomorrow. Snowfall levels are at 6,500 feet tonight, dropping, or right now, jumping up to 8,000 feet by this evening. This is a 3-hour loop. You can see the direction of all these storms and the direction that they're going. So here's Futurecast. We'll start off at 6 o'clock. It matches up pretty close with what the radar is doing right now. As we fast forward to 9 p.m., a lot of the energy starts to fall apart. Maybe a few scattered showers, probably losing the thunderstorms. Then tomorrow at 8 o'clock, mostly cloudy, maybe a light shower or two. But by the afternoon, we've got some daytime heating. Of course, that's going to give lift. And then we've got this unsettled air that comes through. So that'll give us those scattered showers and perhaps a few isolated thunderstorms through the evening hours. And then it gets a little heavy at times Thursday as well. As we go through Friday, it's basically a repeat. This storm right here, just meandering off the coast, not going to move a whole lot. It'll start to lift over us as we go through the day Friday. By the time we go through Saturday, it starts to get out of here and we'll start to see some clearing on Sunday. So here's your 7-day forecast. Tomorrow, 69 degrees, slightly below normal for this time of year. As you go through Thursday and Friday, more scattered showers. We should start to see this end by Saturday, and then Sunday we'll start to see some sunshine.